Alright, welcome back. So, since the last part, I actually I got requested by one of my guildmates to join for some heroics. We did that. I got plenty of Valor Stones, and I am now up to 585. Yay! So I've gone ahead and confirmed that I am now ready for when it's time to raid. But, yeah, so I went ahead and put on a top hat, did a couple of dailies over there at the Spreading the Light event. So I got myself a bit more rep. So now we'll go ahead and turn this in.
Rewards the faithful. Take your leave.
Imagine 20 Arathi huddling under the safety of a single light for 10 years. Imagine that they're waiting for a chance to let their hair down with a good drink with their comrades. Now imagine how they will feel once they hear the wine is gone. Please hurry. Once they hear the rum is gone?
We are all the...
Oh, thank the flame. You prevented a small riot from forming. Bless you, bless you, bless you.
The Empire's light will banish the darkness.
Alright. There's a couple more quests in this town. So I guess we'll just go ahead and continue questing in this town, since we're here. Would you be willing to help me with something? I needed to stay here to watch the cats. The lynxes? Iggy. I'm gonna go ahead and pet Iggy. Who's a good kitty? Moog? Who's a good lynx? You're such a good lynx as you are.
We are the warriors of the sacred flame.
My cousin Sophietta and I came to Hallowfall together as stalwarts. Since arriving, we both lived here in Dunel's kindness for years. But she left last year to follow her dream of being one of our airship captains, or at least joining an airship crew. She's a strong person, but I don't know how she's doing, especially without innkeeper Valrin's sweet trolls. She can't get them at Lightspark, the Sky Academy. Will you take these to her and make sure that she's doing all right?
The Empire is forever.
All right. Before I do that, though, who is in here? Actually, it looks like it's not in here. It's over here. Huh. Captain Trueflame.
Beladar shift in your favor.
Airships give the Arathi army command of the skies, but roads are the lifeblood of empires. My scouts protect and light the passageways of Hallowfall for our citizens. One such patrol has been late to report their walk of the Eastern Road. Seek my missing scouts by the sight of smoke or flame. Arathi soldiers know better than to linger in the dark.
Beware the shadows.
Find those scouts, outsider. The Arathi army is stretched thin as it is. Every single soldier counts. Oh, if they're near this place, this is not good.
We are the Seekers of Light. For the Empire. When the star shifts, seek shelter.
Guard our ways, repel the dark, civilize this twisted land, all in the name of our Empire. This is the mission of the Arathi army. A mission that I can heed no longer. I'm afraid. I won't go back into the dark. Not after what I've seen. If Mayvest or any of my other companions survived, they must crave the mercy of a swift death. And I left them to that terror. Tell Captain Trueflame that her scouts died in darkness, one and all.
May the shadows pass you by.
I won't go back into the darkness. I can't! Well, fine. I'll just go ahead and do it for you. Scout Mayvest. Okay.
Sacred flame guide your way, friend.
Dented and stained with gore and muck.
Beware the shadows. Stay alert. Step into the light.
I'm all that remains of my patrol. The others, my comrades. I failed them.
Always be prepared.
The roads were meant to be lit, but the path was overgrown. The lanterns dark, swarming, frothing, and reeking with rot. It all happened so fast. By the time we realized the danger, the beasts were upon us. The largest of them was huge and black as night. It's our duty to slay monsters and push back the darkness, but the thought of going back fills me with fear. I've lost my nerve. But you, outsider, can still make this right. Of course, I'll go ahead and, do your
Stay
job.
productive in the light. Vigilant.
Mavis and I broke away from the others and fled. Their screams left in our wake. Foul muck smothered our lanterns and we stumbled in the dark through knee-high waters. I heard a splash like she had tripped and fallen in, but I just couldn't bring myself to look back. Only later did I find the tiny bite marks on my ankles. Be warned, there's something in the water. I took notice of fronds growing from the pools. Swarming insects feast on their sickly nectar. Destroy these plants and starve the beasts.
Stay alert.
It's always fun seeing how different classes interact with these things. Like, destroy this thing. You click on it, and then your class does something to destroy it. So, you'll see, in this, I get this debuff here. Parasitic Infestation. Biting insects infest you and inflict damage, reduce movement speed for 12 seconds. So yeah, that's why I've got bugs on my screen and face. Like, ugh. This is a pretty gross place. But yeah, it's always fun seeing like what your class will do to those items. In the Demon Hunter's case, it's always I-Beam! It's like, destroy it, I-Beam! That's gonna be a little annoying. It's like, ugh, I don't want to keep seeing this on my screen. Alright, I destroyed the plants, and I just gotta slay a whole bunch of these things. Hey! Get over here! So I can kill you! And then skin you!
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
These things just look kind of silly, the way they're just like, oh, wada, 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 wada.
I don't have a target.
Greetings, outsider. When the star shifts, seek.
You're alive! Oh, praise the sacred flame!
Always be prepared.
In the dark, even the plants want us dead.
May the shadows pass you by.
Lovely. We're told never to walk in the darkness, to carry light wherever we go. The thought of returning this way filled me with dread, but your courage shines with splendor. At your side, my way is lit. No more hiding. The beast clad in black, chitin, the one that killed my friends, dies in that cave. I am with you. Fallow barb, a foul parasite permitted too long to grow strong in the dark.
For the Empire.
Of course, the rare spawns. The beast makes it its lair in that cave. I am with you! Hold on. Yep. I knew it. I was like, I'll bet there's a player there already killing it.
It's too far away.
There we go. Ah! These spores that grant... Nice. A trinket for my warband. Yes. Plus, I'll take the extra 165 rep for renown. Together for the fallen! Thank you for guiding me to make this right. Let us return to Dunel's kindness. Ugh. I hate having my screen with all bugs on it. Blech. Gross. Nasty.
You carry your torch, you light the city.
I see. With the light of the road extinguished, you were blind to the ambush. These monstrosities will not cease until Hallowfall is snuffed out.
Sacred flame, guide your way, friend.
Wayshelm told me everything. A debt of gratitude is owed to you and to the scouts who gave their life for our empire.
May the shadows pass you by.
Permission to speak, Captain. Be at ease, soldier. Speak freely. Better yet, go get some rest. Thank you, Captain. I need to visit the veneration grounds, if you'll allow it. Granted. Take your time and return once you are ready. You're still needed here, after all. Aye, Captain. Now, hold on. On the way there, what is this over here I spy? Hello? Mayra? And Magpie! Aw, hello, Magpie. Who's a good Magpie? Who's a good kitty? Aww.
We are the warriors of the sacred flame.
Well, I didn't expect to see anyone out here today. How can I help? Is it just me, or is Jennifer Hale voicing, like, the majority of the character NPCs in this zone? Because it feels like every one of these members of the Sacred Flame I am encountering, they're all voiced by Jennifer Hale. And I know that's her, because I recognize her voice anywhere.
The Empire is forever.
Lo there! Me and Mags are generally in charge of clearing the sky in this area during our lamplighting route. If we don't cull the moths in the area, they start spreading up towards the sky docks and start laying eggs in the machinery of our ships. Unfortunately, we're not as spry as we used to be. Could you lend a helping hand? They're pretty frail, so they'll squish easily to any high-velocity flight. Or you could just smack them the old-fashioned way.
Obey the testament of Merildar.
No matter how many moths we swat, if we don't take care of the eggs, they'll just continue to be a problem. Take this firearm. Use it to torch some of the eggs on the top of the Myers canopy.
We are all the Emperor's subjects.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. They cannot tease the Emperor this much and not have him be a character in this expansion. I'm guessing that's going to be something they focus on later, because it feels like we are not getting to actually meet the Emperor right now. I have a feeling they are setting up for a future raid where we are going to have to actually fight whoever this Emperor is. Again, I would laugh hysterically if it turns out the Emperor is actually not alive, that he's dead, or he's... I don't think they can actually go the route of having him be an actual skeleton, because I don't think they would actually want to infer the wrath of Games Workshop, since Blizzard and Games Workshop have long-standing historical beef. And I think it would be a massive rights issue, because we all know that Games Workshop is the kind of company that would love to sue Blizzard. They would leap at the opportunity to take, to sue Blizzard. If they were to do something like, oh, I don't know, have a dead Emperor as a skeleton, because 40k, anybody? Just saying. Like, I'm making the jokes about it, but honestly, think about like how much Games Workshop would love it if they did that, so that they could sue them. So I'm thinking, yeah, there's no way that Blizzard would ever actually do that, because they know Games Workshop would sue the crap out of them if they did. Also, this is another reason I love playing Demon Hunter right there. I'll just leap and dash over to the other platform. It just makes questing so much smoother and nicer. Why am I only seeing one Warglaive? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's because the flamethrower was in my hand.
You are an outsider, yes?
Kill one of them and 4 more somehow pop up. Well, this will help. We can take care of the rest.
The Empire is forever.
You would think that they would learn to stay away from here, yet they always come back.
The Empire's light will vanish.
Now that the job is done, one thing I've always done on this route is muck around for some of the valuables that fall from the docks. As things get moved onto ships, small items can fall off. Sometimes people chuck them for luck, or in rage and the like. But some of those items have memories in them. Things so precious that losing it might as well be losing part of your heart. If you could help me look, I'd be grateful.
Take your leave.
I'm out of range.
Nope, couldn't tag it.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target. need a target. I need to target something first.
There we go. Oh, wait. Ugh. I hate it when it switches to the wrong quest.
We will triumph.
That's quite a haul. Take a few of these with you. Mayhaps you can find the owner of them.
Obey
What do you
the
think,
testament
Mags?
of Merildar.
Did they do a good job? Come back later, you hear? I might be able to use your help again. Alright. That got me to 9. Creatures in the spreading of the light can now drop flickering torches. It can provide light for a brief period. And more weather crests. Alright, now we'll go turn this in. Hello.
May Baladar stay in the light.
What's this? Are these for me?
We're all down here.
Oh, that was very kind of Baral to send these. Can you tell them that I'm doing well? But first, do you think you could help me with something?
Don't despair. The shadows.
I need your help. My whole future is on the line. I came to Lightspark to be an airship captain, and I've put a ton of work to excel here. But my notebook is missing. With my final report, I'm top in the class, but if I don't turn it in soon, I won't be our next airship captain. Please, help me find it. I thought I left it out by the canyon where we review each other's skiff piloting, but it wasn't there when I checked. Can you help me look for it? Yeah, sure.
Keep an eye on the dawn towers. Step into the light.
Some good flying through the gorge today. This group is really getting the hang of things, as they should be. Can I help you with something, outsider? Have you seen... Oh, wait, hold on. What makes an exceptional student? Well, the best students know exactly what they can pull off. You have to push yourself, but when it comes to crashing into the terrain or another ship, there can be no mistakes. That said, those that simply stay safe, far from every obstacle, are the easiest to bring down.
Stay productive in the light.
Have you seen Sophieta's notebook? You think Sophieta left her assignment out here? She's always cutting it too close. She is a great pilot, but I hope this doesn't crash her aspirations. My attention has been on flights to the canyon, but I saw Edwin come up here. Maybe he picked it up? He walked off towards the mess hall. I checked there.
Always be prepared.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
Be quick, friend. I've got a lot of work to do for hungry students. I don't want them distracted by hunger when they're trying to maneuver past a rock pillar. I'd like to see your wares. Aww. Whoops, 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 whoops. I wonder what the deal is on those. And I don't need those.
We're all down here together.
So what do you think makes an exceptional student? I watch the students get their meals every day, and while I can't speak to their flying, I do see which ones leave the last roll for their friends and clean up after themselves. I have to believe that those who care about others around them make better captains than the ones who only think about themselves.
Baladar shine on you.
Have you seen Edwin or Sophieta's notebook? Sophieta's missing her notebook, and you think Edwin took it? Ha! That makes an odd kind of sense. He was in here not long ago. He dipped something in my stew while my back was turned. I bet it was her notebook. He's a sharp one, but from what I hear, from the instructors is that Sophieta is always just a step ahead of him. He ran upstairs. Perhaps you can catch him.
Don't despair. The shadows sense it.
Did this guy really put her notebook in the pot to destroy it. That's the final reason that our airships are such a critical advantage over the Nerubians. Excuse me, Headmaster.
We are the holders of hope.
Ah, greetings. I'm Headmaster Finch, and I run this academy. How can I help you? What is it like to run an airship school? Oh, it wouldn't be hard back in the Empire, but here in Hallowfall, it's an extremely difficult endeavor. The subject matter is extremely broad, from how the wind will affect a ship to how the Nerubians will try to bring it down. Finding the right instructors and making sure that they have everything they need is a real challenge due to our isolation here in Hallowfall. I also try to build rapport with the students so that they know me. I want them to trust my advice when it might save their life, and to know my decisions and evaluations are fair. Like an airship, there's a lot of parts that have to work together. Have you seen Edwin? Edwin? Well, he was here a bit ago. He turned in his assignment and then said he was off to talk to Instructor Morgaine about something. One odd thing. He smelled like fresh stew. I'm not sure if he spilled something or if his diligence for his studies keeps him from getting his laundry done. It hasn't in the past, though, that this is new. Anyway, you can find Instructor Morgaine beneath the docks.
Walk in the light.
Oh, down here. Excuse me, Instructor Morgaine.
The flame burns for all of us.
Is there something I can help you with? Perhaps you'd like to discuss Engineer Thuradale's theories about using the sacred flame to move our ships forward and not just keep them aloft. What do you think makes an exceptional student? The best students are the ones that thoroughly understand what their ships can do, and what their enemies are likely to be capable of. Some students scoff at my classes, but engineering competency very often determines who comes home alive. Ain't that the truth? Anyone who doubts that never saw the likes of people like Scotty and, oh my gosh, Geordi. Geordi, I almost forgot his name. Geordi on Star Trek, and Star Trek The Next Generation, each respectively.
When the star shifts, seek shelter.
I'm just saying, the engineers on Star Trek, they are the real heroes. Did Edwin come through here? Edwin? Oh, you've just missed him. But he and his friends hang out a lot under the main airship dock. I would check from there. Let me know if you have any questions about airship engineering. I can... never mind, I can tell you don't want to talk about engineering.
For the Empire.
Look, I'm a leatherworker and a skinner, so yeah, I just don't. Sophietta?
We burn brightly together.
Edwin took it? Of course he did. He desperately wants to be selected as captain, but he knows that I'm ahead in rankings, and his only chance is if I can't turn in my report. We have to get it back.
Find joy in the flames.
I'm so tired of Edwin. From the day that we all arrived, he has been telling everyone that he'll be selected as captain. He's a great flyer, very talented, and he knows his stuff, but his ego gets in the way of treating people as he should. And he knows that my grades and flight review scores are higher. But if I can't turn in my report, he'll be the next captain. Take it back from him.
If the shadows find you, call.
Edwin!
May Beladar stay in the light.
Who are you and what do you want? Why are you down here? We're studying. We've got a big test coming up on how the wind affects objects in flight. Why did you take the notebook? It's not personal. Sophietta's a great student, but I'm the best candidate to be airship captain. No one will fly as well or keep the crew as safe. For some reason, she's managed to get ahead of me in the ratings, but I know that I'm the only one who has what it takes in this class, so I am doing what it takes to make sure that I get the spot, for the good of everyone. Uh-huh. Give her notebook back.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
I am not returning that notebook. I must be selected as the next captain. You asked for this. Fine, I yield. We're no match for you, but you'll never find every page. He actually tossed the... You piece of...
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
He threw it into the valley? And the wind took it?
Walk in the light.
I can't believe that it went through my report out into the wind! Can you please track down what papers that you can find? I'll look for any around the school grounds. You check the valley. This report is already late, but I had some really good insights around airship capabilities. When Headmaster Finch sees them, maybe he'll still allow me to turn in. Just please bring back whatever pages you find.
Beladar shine on you.
Apparently these mongrels may have some pages on them. More Fungarians! I imagine this was like a dissertation. Or a big, like, one of those big final theses that you turn in for, like, one of your big finals in college. And those are usually, like, hundreds of pages, right? Like, thousands of words that you spent, like, so many nights working on. And then someone tosses it over the edge into the wind and just all the pages just get scattered everywhere. Like, that's just gotta be just one of the more horrible things that you can do to someone like that. Just, oh my gosh. I imagine anyone that's actually gone through that could probably understand how Sophietta is feeling right now about what he just did. Which just shows the kind of, well, forgive me, a-hole that guy is. Because, jeez Louise, dude.
I don't have a target.
Of course, a druid can just fly around and pick them up. It's one of my favorite things to do as a druid when it comes to doing these quests. It's like, alright, I'll just fly around in travel form and just be like, yep, I got it, I got it, I got it.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
So speaking of other classes, in case you guys are wondering, I have finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to make another separate video. I did the one video where we talked about some of the class changes, but I didn't get to talk about any of the hero talent trees. And I want to. Now, I'm not going to experiment and test out every one of the hero talent trees, but I at least want us to take a look at them and talk about them. Because to me, that's one of the big appeals about this particular expansion, is the introduction of hero talent trees. Like, I haven't taken the time to really talk to you guys about these two different trees yet, like, extensively, even though I want to. I'm just, like, I'm still kind of going through and learning it. I'm loving Felsguard, honestly, but I do still need to learn Aldraki Reaver for when we get into the raid. That's just not for, like, you know, another 9 days or so. But even though it is coming, it's like, look, I'm at least enjoying this particular one. But there are other ones I do want to try, and I have gotten to level a couple of alts already with them. But I do want to get at least every class to level, just do 71, just so we can have them unlocked in every class, and then talk about them.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
I hope you found all the pages. I found 10 of them, but they're all stained and tattered. He put it in a stew, by the way.
Find joy.
I really wish this looked better. I'm honestly ashamed to turn this in. If Headmaster Finch will even let me. We have to try. The ideas are what matter, and they're still true.
Don't despair. The shadows sense it.
Ooh, an airship captain's cloak. Ooh, not bad. Oh, great work gathering these up. I found a few others blowing around up here. So I think we've got all the pages. Let's get this to Headmaster Finch. He's probably in the classroom. I sure hope he accepts this. He says that he doesn't accept late work, but there were a lot of extenuating circumstances at play here. And if he doesn't, I'll be reporting to Edwin as my captain. I'm not sure I could even do that after what he's done. I would, if I were you and I would not do that. I would refuse to do that. To accept him as my captain. I'd be like, no, absolutely not.
Walk in the light.
I know Headmaster Finch will understand. If he doesn't, I hope this game gives me an option to be like, look, let me vouch for what happened here. Let me vouch for her. Headmaster Finch, I'm so sorry for the delay, but I've got my final report for you. I'm sorry, Sophia, I can't accept this. The deadline was over an hour ago. I'm sure you have a reason, but if I start making exceptions to the policy on late work, how can I draw the line for other students? But another student took my report and I'm sorry, Sophia, but I have to follow the rules I've set. Consistency is the only way to ensure that things are fair.
In hardship?
Can I just say, I can't stand professors that are like that? Just not even willing to hear them out or to understand what happened. Just, nope! I'm not even going to listen to you. Just, that's it. Drawing the line here. I can't... Professors are not willing to even listen are terrible professors, in my opinion. I had a couple, and they were awful. I cannot believe... Wouldn't take my report. We have to keep trying. We will get through to him.
Beladar, shine on you.
We can't go to his house. We could go to his house and talk to him there. Let's go. Okay. I'm not sure if us going to his home is necessarily the best, but because he, you know, there may be a point where we're kind of like crossing a line where he's like, you can't come to my own home, but Headmaster Finch, I'm sorry to bother you at home, but what is it, Sophia? It must be important for you to come here outside of class. Actually, I'm so not sorry. I know that you want to be fair, but this situation is not right. Edwin took my report and he kept me from turning it in. Accepting my report would be the way to restore fairness. That's a strong accusation to make against a fellow student. Do you have any proof? Any witnesses? Edwin admitted it to my friend here. I see. Well, that does complicate things. Let me discuss this with your outsider friend here and see what she thinks. By all means.
Kindness.
I'd really benefit from your perspective here. On one hand, rules are rules. To protect fairness, I don't bend or break them. Yet Sophietta is one of the best students I have seen in years and would make a great captain. If I start making exceptions, how can I be sure that I'm doing the right thing? What do you think is the right outcome here? So I can either say, it would be fair to accept Sophietta's report. Once you start making exceptions, the system becomes unfair. Or, you shouldn't accept late work, but Edwin shouldn't benefit. This is a very interesting set of options here. And I find myself wondering, because I can't help but wonder, like, how often are we actually going to be able to do, like, multiple choices and options in a MMO, right? Alright, this quest is called A Principled Principle. Okay, I cannot help myself. I'm going to look up this quest and see if someone has said what the results are, depending on the choice. Alright, so according to the comments, because they usually break this down in the comment section, this will determine the next Arathi airship captain. And it shows the options. The first option makes it Sophietta, the second option makes it Edwin, and the third option is Janae? Who was Janae? Janae. And I'm trying to remember who that was. Apparently you can also pick up a Lightspark gradebook, and you can actually see the grades of all 3 students. Did I ever actually pick that up? I did.
If the shadows find you, call.
So, Sophietta, flying 91, engineering 93, diligence 86, leadership 85, resilience 93. Sophietta is truly a rare student, an excellent pilot with a strong grasp on the limits and capabilities of her craft. She works hard and gets along with students and instructors alike. Oh, it's Jenae. Sacred Pike. Oh, maybe I did encounter her, I just didn't realize it. Flying, 87. Engineering, 83. Diligence, 72. Leadership, 86. Resilience, 88. Janae's only shortcoming is a lack of ambition. Flying, engineering, and influencing all others all come naturally to her. Actually, was she the engineering person? This gives her an excellent foundation if she were selected as a captain, but her relaxed approach may cost her that opportunity. Edwin. Flying, 94. Engineering, 86. Diligence, 90. Leadership, 82. Resilience, 78. Edwin is extremely confident in his abilities, but not without reason. He is a superb flyer with a strong mind and gets along well with others. According to who? Oddly, Edwin is personally quite certain that he will be chosen as captain. I'm not sure about the gets along well with others thing, considering he just tried to literally sabotage the career of another student. I can tell you guys one thing, I am certainly not picking the second option. Now, my instinct to be... In the brief time we've spent with Sophietta, I actually already care about helping her after what's happened to her here. Like, more than I cared about some other characters and other quest lines where I was just like, I didn't really care. And it just kind of like... it says something about the way that this quest line was actually kind of set up and even, like, written and such. And I'm glad they're actually providing this option for people. I love it when they actually give us choices. This is really cool, actually. Hold on. Alright, there's not much else when it comes to that. Other than that we just know that if we pick the third option, he'll pick Janae. But honestly, after all the crap that Sophietta has gone through, I personally think she deserves this. And I don't think that what Edwin did should screw her over like that. Now, I'm not one of those I know there's some people like this who exist, who think this way, but I'm not one of those who thinks, oh, once you start making exceptions, the system becomes unfair. Screw the system. A lot of times the system is just outright just broken, or wrong, or just bad. Now, I do understand the idea of accepting... The thing is, sometimes late work... I am someone who was in a situation years ago in school where I did have to turn in something late for certain circumstances. And it's possible that I may not have graduated had I not been able to benefit from that opportunity to turn late work. So I can't really find myself personally to agree with this because I am someone who was in that same situation. I guess it's because I feel like I relate a lot to what Sophietta is going through. Not the someone tried to sabotage me, but the whole turn in late work thing. And in this situation, Professor, Headmaster, I think it would be fair to accept your report considering the circumstances.
Don't despair. The shadow...
Sophietta, I've discussed this with your friend and come to a decision. You've done so well in all the work so far that if I accept your report, you will be our next airship captain. Edwin is next behind you, and Janae, Sacred Pike, is close behind him. Your friend assured me that if I accept your late report, I am not being unfair. Congratulations, Sophietta. You'll be a captain soon, and Edwin and Janae as your officers. Thank you, Headmaster Finch, for doing what's right. We will all do our best to make Lightspark proud. Make Lightspark proud. I know that you will fulfill your duty with excellence. Everything you've done in your time here tells me that.
In hardship, kindness.
Sophietta has been a phenomenal student. Honestly, I am too close to the situation to make that decision without bias. But it was too nuanced to reject without consideration. As an outsider, I know that your decision was not colored by months spent with these students, so I could trust your judgment. I appreciate your help in resolving the situation.
We're all down here together.
This has been such a long day, Headmaster Finch. I'm gonna head home and go to dinner and leave you to yours. Of course. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you for all your help, my friend. Thank you. You're welcome, Captain. Headmaster? I so want to see the moment when Edwin has to report to Sophietta after what he tried to do to her, and now she is his captain.
Like you.
I'm just saying, I would love to be in the room when that happens, just to see Sophietta just relish in that moment, you know? Actually, what am I doing? I'm gonna go ahead and put that there and put that in my warbank. So...
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
there it is, the airship captain's cloak. Got a little glimpse into what it's like here in flight school here, apparently. Alright, so we've got some more questing to do. Before we head on over here and just do some stuff over here, what do you guys say we head on back? Because we've got a couple more quests from our friend the General. So we will be heading back over there. And I'm going to go ahead and try to grab this cache over here. And we will continue questing when we return. Stay tuned!